All right, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Akeem. Welcome to today's final blog. Here to give you one last scout report for today, and this is actually going to be my first defensive scout report. This is on actually Xavien Howard out of Baylor, actually my number 3 cornerback entering this year's draft. And I know a lot of reporters will disagree with me on this one, but I believe that he is one of the top 5 corners entering this year's draft. And let's talk about him. He's actually from Wheatley High School out of Houston, decided to stay in-state to become a Baylor, and he is a 2-year starter for the Bears defense, in which he had 23 pass breakups over the last 2 seasons and 9 interceptions to go along with 91 tackles. And let's talk about his strengths and weaknesses. First, his strengths. He sports great broad shoulders and a well-developed frame for the cornerback to be. He weighs 200 pounds at 6'1", a decent size that you want your cornerback to have. You wish he was a little bit taller, possibly 6'2", 6'3", but 6'1" is still a good size, and 200 pounds, definitely a great size at cornerback. And he definitely plays well to his size. He's very physical. That's what I like about him. Good physical traits about him. He never says die. Definitely a great player overall. Good vision, good agility, and competitiveness to play the cornerback position against opposing bigger receivers. Has the size to compete against those bigger receivers. And I mentioned that his numbers with 23 pass breakups and 9 interceptions, that shows the ball skills, and he can definitely arrive to get to the football. Good active hands to at least swat the football away. Great ball skills to get to the football and defend some passes against opposing receivers. Now, he does have some weaknesses, though. I mentioned that he is physical, but he could be a little bit too physical, in which he can draw some fans, just draw some flags. He just needs to tweak that up a little bit, but I think he will be just fine at the next level, because on both ends, it is very physical, especially when you can play against the bigger wide receivers like Larry Fitzgerald. Megatron's no longer in the league, but there's still big name wide receivers like Megatron that is in the league as well, that I believe that Howard has the capability and the skills to come up against. Other things is, one thing I did notice is his speed. He runs a 4.6 40. If he increases his speed in the scouting combine, he would definitely wow some voters and scouts, and he would definitely boost up his draft status. I still think he's an elite cornerback. And lastly, I did notice that sometimes when he changes directions, it could take him an extra step, which is could be a step too long, and leaving opposing wide receivers an extra step to get ahead of him, and he needs to work on that a little bit. If he just crisps his steps and take less steps, that would leave more opportunities to close out gaps and close out spaces between him and the wide receivers for him to stay close. But like I said, he's very physical, and he can give you a couple good shoves within the 5-yard marks, in which he is allowed to touch the wide receivers. Now, with this being said, I see him as a good second rounder, at least in this year's draft. That's just my opinion. Like I said, it's always my opinion. I even see him more as a first rounder as well, but I know a lot of people will disagree with me. I see him as a first rounder, but I see him at worst a second round of this year's draft because of this particular skill set and as far as his cover skills. Now, the next time I catch you guys will be Monday overnight, Tuesday morning, in which I will give you much more scout reports. Thank you for watching today's reports. I'm your man, Akeem McCall. Be easy.